Hello, welcome to Tuesday Recipes. Every Tuesday, I'd like to share a recipe that falls into the keto eating plan. Um, and It's kind of one of my sub videos, uh, sub series of ketogenic condiments. Um, and typically, mustard is one of the recipes that what is one of the condiments that you can have on keto. It's not like it's full of sugar like mustard is or barbecue sauce usually is, but it's kind of interesting to have a homemade um, mustard. Uh, it's not full of those 15 syllable uh, uh, preservatives and stuff like that. So um, I'm kind of laughing because I'm finally getting around to making this damn video. Um, I think it was I don't know when my last keto condiment video was, but I've been wanting to make mustard. That was one of the first things I came up with making, but considering lately I had a hard time getting some of the ingredients, and then when I do get around to making the ingredients, I'm just blot out lately. But anyway, I'm finally getting around to making this video, so let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, here's all what's in it. Mostly pretty simple stuff. Starting off with one cup of mustard powder, which seems to be quite a bit of mustard powder. And I don't know if it's the pandemic or what, but it seems to have a hard time running into mustard powder lately. It calls for 1 medium and 2 small onions. I think that's a medium onion. Anyway, 2 cloves of garlic, a quarter cup of white wine vinegar, half a cup of water, 1 cup of white wine, dry white wine. I think that cooking wine is what it's asking for. 1 tablespoon of virgin olive oil, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, and if you want, you can add 5 drops of stevia. And for the Dijon version, which I'm going to go ahead and do because extra steps, 2 to 5 dashes of hot sauce, a teaspoon of turmeric, and a pinch of black pepper. So let me go ahead and get started. Okay, I chopped up the onions and the garlic. It says just rough chopped, so with big chunks of garlic and onions in there. So now I'll add in the vinegar, the water, and cooking wine. And I'll just get that to a boil on a medium heat. Okay, that's gotten to a boil now, so I'll go ahead and turn it down to simmer and set it for 5 minutes. Alright, that's been 5 minutes now, so now I'll turn off the timer there, and it says allow to cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it over here because it's electric oven. It's electric stove still stays hot for a while, so I'm going to let that cool off on this other burner. Okay, that's cooled off for a while. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to strain the solids and the liquids through this colander into this bowl here. Okay, got all the solids there, and there's the liquids. Kind of hoping they'd make a little more. Anyway, but now that the solids are separated out, I'll just go ahead and throw that solids away. Seems like a waste. Anyway, I'll go ahead and it says to put the mustard powder into the pan here, and then the liquids from the cooking. I'll cook that over a medium heat and just let that cook until it gets thick. Okay, it got to a boil pretty quickly, but now it's getting pretty darn thick. When I first put the stuff together, it got lots of clumps of mustard powder together. I think I got it all broken up now, but I turned off the heat because it's starting to boil. I don't know if sure that's supposed to be boiling. But now what I'll go ahead and do is I'll add in the tablespoon of olive oil. And this is where it says you can add in stevia if you prefer to have stevia into the thing. But this is smelling pretty sweet as it is, so I'll just go ahead and leave that out because it does say that it's optional. And I'll add in the sea salt and then the turmeric. Not quite as yellow as last time I made it. 2 to 5 dashes of the hot sauce, so 4, 5, 6. And I'll get that all mixed up. Okay, and that's it. I'll get it in this little jar here because it really didn't make very much. Interesting. But yeah, and what's impressive is the recipe online says, link in description. It says that it'll stay good in the refrigerator up to 6 months, and the flavor will improve over time. But I'd say it smells pretty good right now. But yeah. Okay, there's the final product. It took a fair amount of time to get that from the funnel into the jar there, and can't say it's the most cost-effective way to get some mustard, but I think it tastes pretty good already, and it says the flavor improves over time. It only makes like a cup and a half. I think a couple 100 milliliters or whatever, but it's pretty spicy, so I think that's what I'll call the video: spicy mustard, homemade spicy mustard, keto condiments. I keep thinking of all the stuff I wanted to say until I turn my camera on, but yeah, that's homemade mustard. I think it tastes pretty good so far. I've made it before, so yeah. This is the first time I actually got the freaking video done on it. So just like, favorite, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And have a nice day.